This was one of the first videos I shot on an action camera. Back in 2016, I had an action camera, which was super sweet. I got it for Christmas on like a deal, which was awesome. Strapped it to my chest and went down a mountain in North Carolina called Pilot Mountain. It was the Garmin Verb Ultra 30, this little action camera. Shot pretty well, but I didn't really know what I was doing, so I just put it on my bike. Didn't really have a story attached to it or anything, but I knew I liked going down Pilot Mountain, and I thought the descent was pretty cool. I had these like bright fluorescent arm warmers on, which was pretty funny. It got me into making cycling videos, and I used it all the way up until I started making videos in races. Now I've got this awesome 360-degree camera. Lets me get shots like this. Took it out to the farm and got some shots of the Velocia Sports cyclocross practice before we had our cyclocross race there. Insta360 makes some of the best action cameras you can get. They have taken over the market. Recently they released this, the X4 Air action camera. It's a smaller version of their action camera. It's 165 grams. You can mount it really easily onto your bike, and it's great if you only need to capture for the 88 minutes that it offers. You can put it right on your handlebars. It does 8K 30 frames per second. Both this and the other camera I'm talking about today have replaceable lenses. So comparing the X4 Air to the Insta360 X5. The X5 is the flagship model. It's 200 grams, so a little heavier, but it lasts 208 minutes versus the 88 minutes from the X4 Air. It's a little bit bigger, but it's got better sensors in it, and it's got some better computing power in it. So the X5 is going to offer a little bit better views for like cinematic. It's a little bit crisper. It's got better processing for colors, and it gets you some great footage. I took some friends out to Pilot Mountain in North Carolina again, just to recapture that first video and maybe add a little bit of a story to it. So we're here with Rebecca, Owen, and Sierra going into the base, climbing up Pilot Mountain on a little training ride during that cross race weekend, actually. So we get to the top. We're all chatting. Sierra's got her camera on her bike, and I've got my camera on my bike. Maybe you haven't noticed which camera's on each bike yet. We're going to compare them side to side. Maybe it'll be blind at this point for you. So this is the camera on my bike. Again, these 360 cameras allow you to see some great images. I can turn it back around on myself and get kind of this nice picture of us like riding around at the top of Pilot Mountain. I've also got a chest mount camera so you can see just how it's mounted there. That'll come back in later. We actually stopped because one of my friends, Jack, he had come up and visited Pilot Mountain doing some rock climbing. There's a lot of cool like rock climbing up at the top, but here you can hear the audio from my camera.
Get down in 5? We can get down in 5. We can get down in a bit less than 5. Nothing crazy. It's recording.
And then the audio from Sierra's camera, just to compare the two. I compared these two side by side. We're going to see a little bit more of that in the future, but you can see some differences between the two. The colors are a little bit different. Mine is on the right. Sierra's is going to be on the left. We'll crop in and just look at one at a time here, also going down the top of Pilot Mountain. So Sierra here on the left, she's going to be following Owen and I down the mountain, and we're going to punch in on her view. I did shoot in 1:1 so I can zoom in like this. Again, you can get some cool shots of descending with these cameras. Flipping it back around on yourself, you don't really have to worry about how they're mounted, what they're pointed at, like traditional action cameras. And you can see it looks pretty quick going down the mountain here into one of the first corners. There are a lot of decreasing radius corners on this mountain, and I actually sent Rebecca down to get another cool little shot. These cameras offer some pretty sweet flexibility for getting shots without, having to know how to point a camera. You just put it up in the air, and with the invisible selfie stick or whatever other way you're mounting it, it gets a pretty sweet shot. Following Owen through these corners here, you can see the colors look really awesome on the camera that's attached to my bike. The motion looks really cool on these. You can get some attachments for like a ND filter if you wanted to make it look a little more motion blurry like we've done, but a lot less trickery is involved in these cameras now. You don't have to do all the little dialing in motions. These are just shot on auto, which is kind of the best auto settings I think I've seen on a camera in a while. Usually with GoPros, we have to like dial in all the settings, lock them down. We actually got caught behind some cars here, so Owen decided to stop, and we let those cars just move along, but Sierra back behind catching up to us here with the camera that's on her bike. You'll note the colors are a little bit different, but figure out which one you like more. Again, comparing between these cameras, the X4 Air is going to be a little bit lighter, and the X5 is more of the flagship model, but really these two cameras from Insta360, you're not really going to be able to go too wrong whichever one you pick. We stopped, and we're going back to the little pendant cam. This is another Insta360 camera, but looking to my handlebars, I actually have the X5, the flagship best camera the Insta360 makes on my handlebars, so you'll see that on the right here, and then the X4 Air on the left. If you prioritize a little bit lighter weight compared to a little bit better cinematic quality, the X4 Air might be the way to go. If you're doing shorter races than that 88 minutes that the X4 Air lasts, no reason not to go with that. And if you can't really tell the difference, X4 Air is going to do everything you need it to, but the X5 really does give just like the best possible image quality you could get out of a 360 action camera. You could flip around like I just did on my camera and see me going over those speed bumps. You can also crop in, like on the left here, if you're doing a vertical shot. They have really great editors, and you can truncate, like on the right, I guess that's the right word, for this more YouTube style footage. They do have some great editors again on Insta360 Studio. The app is really easy to use. It just reduces the amount of time that you spend messing with the video, which the hardest part when I started out was just how much time I spent really editing and making sure the video didn't look absolutely terrible. The X5 will be on an awesome sale during Black Friday, so go ahead and check yours out. There will be a link in there to get yours. X4 Air should be out soon, but let me know which one of these cameras would suit you, which one you're most excited about, and maybe go pick one up from Insta360. Thanks for watching. See what Sierra likes about this camera. Would you say it's fantastic?
It's great. Great.